Hi, VOD girlies. Okay, so what I was saying was, in a way, the shinies that we get, considering the fact that we've manifested so much, almost in our shiny hunt specifically, it's like the shinies we get are like, they're almost like, the best way I can say is like they're like tarot cards. It's like when you get the shiny, like you can kind of like interpret it to see what it is. Since I'm going to Chica Limpos tomorrow, let's see what the tea is, you know? Because I will be getting a shiny today. I've been getting shinies on shinies on shinies. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Let's play some music. Turn that down just a little bit. Just turn that down just a little bit. Okay, give me 1 second. I have another. I'm sorry, y'all. I do not mean to be responding to emails in the middle of my stream, but this is so pertinent.
I'm from Chicago.
Okay, sorry. I might be having to do a little bit of responding here and there, but I'm going to make it quick. I hope this email finds you well. All right, let's see what we've got. We have Ghost. Let's find a ghost today.
What?
Is that the Smize and Dream Meal sponsorship? Could you imagine if I got sponsored by Smize and Dream? I probably won't do it because Tyra used AI for that music video, and it honestly makes me wonder if she used AI for the song as well. Because that's the thing, it's like once you see the AI, you're like, okay, so what else is AI around here? Because if you can do it there, where else did you use it? I will say this though, as a pop culture moment, Tyra Banks' Santa Smize was really exciting for me. But now, after we've gotten the investigative journalism by Izzy/Fried Chicken, and we saw the music video, I'm like, that's all I can say. What if they fly you out to Sydney? Well, I'll ask y'all first. I'll say, y'all, do y'all mind if I get flued out to Sydney to do the Smize and Dream? I'll go meet the Aussies, the Aussie Pops. If I did that, and I'll just do my best to like do the contractual obligations, then we won't talk about it anymore. Okay, so there's Gengar. Oh, I don't have a Lampent yet. I don't think I have one in home either. Let's get that. Flued out. All expenses paid. Just wanted to pop in and say hi during your break. Page Dispenser, I hope your break is going sickeningly. Sickening, no? That's how I feel. Even when it's like someone using an AI voice, I feel like I need to do a background check. Yeah, Shoja, it's like, it's in one end, it's quite exciting. It's the cat's out of the box. The cat's out of the hat. The cat took the hat off. You know, this technology is here. It's permeating in pop culture. As creatives, as queer people, as, you know, if we want to go there, we have a lot of queer people of color as well. Like, we are deep cut here in this community of girly pops. We are truly the gatekeepers and harbingers of culture in many ways. Like, we have the lion's share of the phenomenon of cultural growth, because culture is like a living, breathing, it's not a breathing, it's a living organism, you know? It's interesting because depending on where you are, like this Baja hoodie, certain cultural things manifest the area, it manifests the vibes, it manifests how people go through their day. So we nurture that and we grow that. That's literally one of our talents. Like, this is a multicultural thing. This is in human history. Like, there are only in Western civilization has there been so much dogma around a queer identity. Only in Western civilization recently have we even had a word to label it and marginalize it, right? We have certain special talents. Everyone does. And I think what's beautiful and kind of inspiring outside of the bad things when it comes to AI, like data centers and all, it's forcing people to do something that AI couldn't make this. Whenever I get the comment, oh, AI couldn't make this, I'm like, I'm doing it right. Because that's the next step. That's the next step, is to do something that can't be made. You have to stay one step ahead. Gotta stay one step ahead. Because there is a taste that's already forming for things that tangibly, viscerally feel as though it's not made by AI. Like, there is a taste for that now. And it's fun because as a creator, I often feel like I'm like always fighting the algorithm. And now there's people who are like, I don't want the algorithm anymore. You know, what are we shiny hunting? This candle. Would you light my candle? I used to think that that song was so romantic, and then I got older and realized that Mimi was like really struggling. When I played Angel in Rent in the community theater, I remember my friends came to see it and they were like, girl, the sound design was so bad. They had a live band, like they had a live like rocker band. Like we went full like 90s grunge on it. And then we were blasting people's eardrums out. I was sitting there in bad drag. It was the first time I've ever done drag, and I wouldn't even call it drag. The drag that I do now, even when I paint a mustache on, is still better drag than what I did in that community theater play. But you can't tell me that that was not one of the best works of my life. I wish it was recorded so y'all can see it. Okay, I have to adjust the sound so I can hear the shiny. She's seducing him so she can't get, yeah. I might be able to find a recording of the, somebody did record, oh. Somebody did record it, but it might be lost forever. What's weak to Ghost, or what's Ghost weak to? I don't know how to play this game. What's Ghost weak to? Dark. Okay. I don't have normal explosion. Hi, Kizzy. Hi, Luna. Stop, not normal. No, it's not normal. I learned that from season 7. You can now watch the consolidated, condensed Reader's Digest version, Girly Pop's Digest version, on youtube.com/Phaun, the main channel. Wait, what do I catch this in? Luxury. Powered up Crunch, destroy it. Powered up Thunderfang, electrocute it. Powered up Crunch, Ice Fang. Thunder. Crunch. Bite it till it's dead. Macaron, you have to kill it. Now. Macaron is so dramatic. Fainting as sacrificing herself. Oh, okay. So I don't want to spoil the GPL documentary. What Ava did have one moment that was really sickening. Okay, we can also try to get a Pumpkaboo. Was that lamp at Miss Green Screen's ghost?
Another one, thank you.
Oh my god. Miss Green Screen? Oh my god.
No.
So, during the, somebody actually made a timestamp of it. That one game I played with the haunted bear. Not the fun kind. The actually like haunted kind. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, haunted bear. It wasn't like that. It was like something else. I got so scared that I fell on her and she collapsed. And ever since then, she's been struggling to stay up. And a couple days ago, I tried to put her up and she just said, I'm done. I can't stand up anymore. Like, I know this is crazy, y'all. I know this is crazy. But I really love Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is one of my dreams. My wish lists. She's got to go in a dream ball. I know she doesn't match, but she has to. I have to do it like this. Don't you already have one? Huh? I have one in a dream ball already? Lucy, do we have a... Lucy, look at me. Lucy, do we have a Pumpkaboo?
Another one, thank you.
Thank y'all for reminding me. If I did not have y'all, I would have caught another one in this dream ball, because y'all know dream balls are hard to get. I still haven't done the Pokeball grinds yet. I guess we'll do a luxury ball. Jassant has like really validated the luxury ball. I always thought luxury ball had it, but seeing Jassant make it like fully her aesthetic, she totally validated it. So now I'm like so fine, like just getting everything in a luxury ball. Ooh, girl. Okay, wait. Send me this one, XO. What are you gonna say at my funeral now that you've killed me? My favorite, so Alola is Ultra Sun is a very dense game. Oh my God, y'all. I already told y'all, a terabyte. I had a terabyte of assets, footage, all kinds of stuff working on that project. And then some. But editing the battles, they did a really good job like adding cinematics to the Ultra Sun battles. So shout out to that. Now we could have done with maybe like 4 less battles, but that's just the editor and me talking. But what if you got an Alpha Pumpkaboo? Well, then I would put it in a Great Ball. I'm kidding, I would never do that. I wish Burlap Doll had more time to shine. I did my best to give her a little bit of love though. If y'all haven't watched the documentary yet, I highly suggest you go watch the documentary and then come catch up on the VOD. Or if you don't mind spoilers, then you can just listen to us. I'm like looking around to see if there's any interesting spawns. There really isn't. I just came for one thing and I ended up getting 2. I don't mind the Gengar. I don't want a shiny. I feel like I can just get those easy. Let's go get something else. Oh, y'all. Guess what? I finished my journal. I still have some stuff that I've been doing for Chica Limpos planning. I'm going to take that stuff out. I finished my journal the day before I go to Chica Limpos. You want to see? Oh, I would show you all my new journal, but it's packed up right now because I'm going to bring it with me. The last page I wrote, this last page, I'm going to do it far away because I'm kind of paranoid about people reading my manifestations. This last page, I wrote basically a bunch of statements as if it was already happening for me, you know? Like, just like not saying I want or I will, but it's just, I write it as if it's present tense. I don't know why, but it gives me the motivation to like do stuff. Do y'all want to see my mom in the 90s? My mom is so pretty. Oh, that's my mom. Let me turn off this light so y'all can see. Actually, what if I did it like this? That's my mom. She's so pretty. I keep a picture of her in my journals. Ooh, a special scan. I look exactly like her. Wait till you see my dad. It depends on who you meet. Okay. I love my mom a lot. I think we all love our moms, but yeah. Had to head back to work now, but wishing you safe travels. Thank you, Kritzy. Yeah, I did get my face structure from her. I got my smile from her. My dad also has a really, he has a great smile too. So I feel like I got them from both of them. I like my smile. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't have a good smile. I like my smile at certain angles, but I got that from her. It's really interesting. I did get my face shape from her, but I don't know what else. Everything else just feels like a mix. Okay, so let's, Janet Jackson smile. My mother and I didn't talk leading up to her passing. It really warms my heart to see others having such a good connection. I'm sorry to hear that, Tark. You know, I hear a lot of stories about that, and that really encouraged me to strengthen my bonds with my family members. What's Crabdominable look like? Crabominable. How about a shiny Charizard? I have Pokeballs that will work for this. It's like a little bit more red with the yellows. I really like that Mega, so I'm gonna go for that. Let me see if I have an ice one. If I don't, I'll try to make an ice one. Yeah, like a fastball or something. Lure ball. No, that's a good one. I like that. Electric, grass, water, ground, poison, normal. Let's go make some donuts. Seafood boil. Let's get this seafood boil. Do we already have shiny Tilda Swinton? I don't think we have her yet. How is our cotton candy bubblegum blue itty bitty teacup baby viral collabopus doing? Just like all my other shinies, collecting dust. Collecting, I don't even know where she's at, y'all. I'm gonna forget that I had her. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Just like every TikTok trend, I forgot about her in a week. All right. Me with my Labubus. I'm turning 29 on the 25th, and tell me why two of my cousins are younger than me are getting married this year. Girl, Jelly, it's just gonna get more intense. It's gonna get more intense. I'm not even kidding, y'all. I was literally looking out my window, and I was like crying and thinking about it. Cause I was just like thinking like, God, I love being alive. Like I love being able to feel life.
CK, I love to sing
And
more than anything.
I have seen so many people get married, divorced, have children, become successful and then lose it all, have nothing and then become successful. Like the 20s are so crazy. And that's why I said I feel like I'm on New Game Plus for my 30s, because like I still feel the same. It's just like now I have like a little bit more equipment. I didn't roll like a fresh character, you know? Does that make sense? It was so therapeutic last night, so I pulled an all-nighter, grinded for donuts, had big haul power and berries level 3 while watching Laura Croft movie from 2001. Then I got ready to go to the gym at 4 a.m. I love being an adult. That sounds really cool. I like that. I like that. I've unlocked all the dress spheres. I'm gonna get the perfect ending. How many skills in your skill tree have you attained? Well, y'all know how I play. I hoard things until I can get it all at once. So like I'm gonna go all in. Like I'm like, okay, I've been holding on to things. I've been holding on to my points, my armor, my stuff like that. And now I'm just gonna like, boom. I don't know. I still haven't pressed apply yet. I've been like playing with the tree, but I still haven't pressed confirm. I need to head back to work, but I have a sickening trip to Chicalimpos. Thank you, Precious Spencer. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with us for your break. I hope that work goes by well. This did inspire me. We'll need to add the OG Lara Croft movies to the Patreon reaction list. Might as well add the Resident Evils too, right? Wait, so what are you gonna do in Chicago? I wanna know, OMG. Okay, I'll tell you. Day 1. Landing in negative 3 degrees weather. First question, will I get frostbite? Because I will not be able to immediately get to my room. Check-in is at 3 p.m. I'm landing at 12. I'll have to sit in the airport and find something to do because I will not be able to explore the city on foot due to the extreme cold. Therefore, I'll probably find some work to do. I'll open up my new laptop and maybe click around. I have about 25,000 emails that I forgot to delete in 2025. So I can get started on that. But what I do know is at 4:30 p.m., I will be getting a mani-pedi. When I get my mani-pedi, I'll then go to the grocery store and meal prep some things for the week. Because while I do want to go out and eat a lot, I don't want to spend all my money at restaurants. I also have protein goals that I am trying to hit still. Because while I won't have my free weights with me and there is no gym at this place that I'm staying, I can still do a push-up and a squat and a crunch. Want to stay nice and pumped. And then if I have extra time after that, it's Chicago. I'm going to open up Google and I'm going to look up Chicago things to do. And then I might just go do something. Saturday. At 1 p.m., I have
I'm from Chicago.
a facial and consultation. This might be an expensive procedure because I will be having a consultation and they'll see my sun damage, as well as the fact that I haven't had a facial in a year and a half. They'll say your pores are clogged. Your skin is sagging and sullen. So I might have to do some intensive treatments to wake myself back up. And then after that, I will be going to Chinatown and securing a full set of moisturizers and probably toners and an extra SPF of Skin 1004, the K-Beauty skincare brand that I've been really, really obsessed with. I want to get new skincare. After that, after I get my skincare, I'm going to go to Sephora, probably get some House Labs. I want a new skin base set, like for my makeup. I'm kind of sick of like using drugstore stuff because I can work with it, but like I just want to use what I like to use, and I just feel like at this point in my life, like just use what you like to use. I know this sounds morbid, but I don't want to die at 30, like having wished that I used House Labs more often. Like that's important to me. And it's in my means, so stop denying myself. I also want to get hair care stuff. I haven't planned further than that, so. There's like a cool like figurine store that I want to go to. There's a cool arcade I want to go to. Let me finish this and I'll tell y'all. According to experts, the percentage of divas in Chicago will soon be increasing by 1%. I could eat a Crunch Bar. Diane, yes, I am doing it solo. Computer, take me somewhere LGBT. All the girly pops in Chicago are gonna have their heads on a swivel like a Phaun scavenger hunt. The Meal Anti-Frostbite Raspberry Pink Deluxe Fiber Scarves are now 3% off. I have like really warm clothes, so I'll be okay. Coconut shrimp when? Oh, that's part of it. Yeah, I'm going to Galloping Ghost. If y'all see me on the street, y'all can say hi. I don't mind hanging out with people. I'm weird in person, but I'm chill. They finally fixed the path finding in the small hyperspace so that your Pokemon don't start walking. You can also hold more crystals now, right? Okay, we might not get this. I don't like doing this kind of grinding on stream, but I get a little bit sunk in a hole here. Would I ever do a full All-Stars season of GPL? I don't know if I can, because that would require a lot of research. And I'll be real, when I do the GPL, what I do, this is the theater in me. I don't know if it's like a trauma response or if I just learned like some sort of sickening technique. But I learned a long, long time ago to get it in your system. Like singing, acting, dancing, get it in your system. You have to get it in your system so that way when you perform, you're not worried about the next mark. You're not worried about, oh, should I be here? You're not questioning. It's in your system. So when I prepare for the GPL, I literally turn on, I go live, and the moment you see my face, I'm ready to go. And I do black out a little bit. I have figments of memories, but I can tell you right now, season 7, I can't tell you what it was like to be here. I saw it as I was editing it, but I can't recall any of the choices, the micro decisions that I was making. So for full All-Stars, that's going to be hard because I genuinely can't remember a lot of the girls. Once that GPL documentary is posted, I forget and I move on to the next thing. I do bring some people back. Like obviously some do stay with me and some people do remind me of some iconic things. So it becomes like more of like a community driven thing. And then we bring stuff back, you know? But I don't know if a full All-Stars run would work. I also kind of I like not doing it because every GPL new people come in. They discover it, they come in, they want to be part of it. And it gives them an opportunity to sort of impress their memories onto a brand new adventure. Do an All-Stars and include Brat. Well, Brat could have an All-Stars run. Okay, one more donut and then we'll just go hunt something else. Phaun channels divine energy and blacks out. I enter my light transfer state. I know that I have a bunch of LGBTs watching me looking for a little laugh. And I say, okay, let's make the laughs. I black out too, honestly. My chat clocked me on something I said and I was like, I never said that. Why are you gaslighting me? No, it's for real. This is so unrelated, but I'm curious. Do you have any stelliums in your astrology chart? Pickled, you pinning that. I have a Capricorn stellium. It's supposed to be -13 Fahrenheit tomorrow, and they're still making us go. In Chicago? It was supposed to be -3. I might be stuck at the airport, girl. I'll be vlogging. Hey everybody, my first day in Chicago. I can't get out of the airport. It's too cold. Nobody's doing Ubers. What would your glam bot pose be? I'm kind of bad at full body posing. That's kind of a thing that I'm doing in 2025. I've actually been, okay, I don't like any of these. I'm not gonna waste those berries. We're gonna hunt something else. I've been mirror checking. or mirror practicing where I will like, I've been trying to feel more comfortable not looking at myself in a monitor. I just want to like, even if I look ugly, like just let it happen. I've been recording with the back of my phone camera now. I just want to feel natural. So Glambot, I'm not really ready for just yet, but I do practice like posing in the mirror. So Francesca, what's her name? Francesca. She's a creator I've been following since like middle school. She's the one who got viral on TikTok for going, oh, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Oh, I never thought the leopards would eat my face. Francesca. I've been following her on YouTube for a while. And she recently posted like a couple weeks ago, like her new ID. And she looked sickening in it. And people were like, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? Like, how do you look good in your ID photo? And she said, honestly, I've been practicing for a really long time. She says that what she does is she will like make a face and then she'll just look in the mirror. And if she doesn't like the way her face looks as she's training her muscles to look that way, she'll do it again until you get the muscle memory of how you feel confident in your body and your face when you're posing for a photo. That's what I'm trying to do. I just feel like I feel called to do that. It's not necessary for life, but it's something that I want to be able to master. You won't be cold in Chicago if you buy the Meal Anti-Frostbite Raspberry Pink Fiber Scarf. La Boo-Boosh, welcome to the chat. What will you wear when the Pokemon Company coronates you? I feel like it has to be something like official. Like I have to do something Gardevoir related when Pokemon finally coronates me as the Princess of Pokemon. And as the Princess of Pokemon, I'm going to use that social capital to create a princess pantheon of Pokemon. And then all my creator friends are also going to become princesses of Pokemon. That's the big plan. And then we'll be like the Mario princesses, you know. Okay. Oh, do we still have the dragon? The dragon one? I can still try this dive ball thing. Do we have the dragon yet? Because y'all know I was having issues with the last. I don't have anything. Girl, we might have to actually grind some like berries, honey. I know you aren't active in it, but did you see the next TCG Pocket Booster Pack that's going to be released soon? Gardevoir. I know. The content creator in me is like, okay, so how are we going to make content? But like, I don't. Oh, Drampa. We'll go for Drampa because I have a normal type. Would you do a Bruxus lip combo? That's just like hot pink. That's hot pink and overdrawn. Trixie Mattel does that every day. You dress as the NPC they modeled you. I really wonder if they did. I really wonder if they did model that after me. They didn't say anything. Like, I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want to sound like I'm too like big in my britches or anything like that. But that was like suspicious. I don't know. I'll just accept. I'll just say that I'm crazy and cast that into darkness. Maybe they didn't say anything, so they didn't have to pay you. That's what I'm thinking. The concept of Phaun getting big enough to actually release a marketable purchasable Bruxus lip kit. I'd have to be pretty big to convince Pokemon to do a makeup collection with me. But I would love to. I would love to get to a point where I could just have this community and this like sort of level of engagement. But for some reason, I just have a lot of like value to Pokemon as a company, and I would just love to just release. I would love to workshop with y'all different Pokemon merch ideas, and we can just put them out. They already do Pokemon makeup with ColourPop. Why didn't they hit me up? By the way, my ColourPop should be coming right when I get home from Chicago. Do y'all want an unboxing video? An unboxing and get ready with me. My Pokemon X ColourPop collection. Minus the pH lip balm. We have a cast of potential divas. That was Nintendo, not Pokemon. I'll open mine while you open yours. Did I convince you to get one? Did I influence you? I'm sorry, damsel. It was expensive, but I was like, I'll buy it. Sig just sneezed and it sounded like a fully grown man. Well, Sig, do you have anything to say? What's the concept behind Oh My Gosh? We played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon a while back, and I fell in love with Sunflora. Sunflora says, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, in the game. And then people are like, you know she does that in the anime too. And that's actually her voice in the anime. How do you feel about Pokemon and Lego collaboration finally happening? I don't really get into Legos, and I'm a bit too impatient for Legos. I like Bionicles. I wish they did like cutesy, like girly pop Bionicles, like pink ones and stuff. But I don't get into Legos. I see like those Lego sets and I'm like, ugh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Somebody put it together. Is that no? Yeah, no is from Lashley. Yeah. Hi, Sleepless Crosser. Welcome to the chat. We got ourselves a VOD girly. You love speedrunning Lego sets? Now that sounds fun. I would speedrun a Lego set. Because that means that you don't get to look at the instructions. You just kind of have to do it. The new Lego set Animal Crossing is cute too. Oh, I did see that one. That one is cute. Now, I will be in Chicago. That's like a major city, right? So there's like Pop Marts. There's like Lego stores. There's all kinds of stuff. And they normally sell like the pretty like big items there at like the big stores. I'd like to go visit those, considering like thinking of things that I'm going to do. I've never gotten Pop Mart stuff. I've never been to a Pop Mart. I've never had a Labubu or anything from Pop Mart. So I might get like my first Labubu and I'll name her Chicago. Okay, so these Drampaws don't despawn here. I know nobody likes Labubus anymore, but who are we hunting? I'm trying to get this Drampaw, but I am trying to figure out a way to do it. Maybe over there I see like a teleport. Bionicles, I can't. These are my D&D moments as a kid. Like the obsession I had, it's crazy. I loved Bionicles. Every time I went to Target with my mom, I said, Mom, can I have a Bionicle? And she stopped getting them for me because I always had trouble putting them together. She got sick of putting my Bionicles together. Mind you, I was like 11. I could have totally done it. I don't know. I for some reason, I can't. Assembling furniture too, I can't do it. I can. It's just really hard for me. We're going to figure out a good spawn for this Drampaw. I'm not giving up. I've gotten better at it, but I don't know how to describe it. When I have to sit down and like look at something and do it, unless I am totally interested in it, it is so hard for me. I still do it, you know, like you got to do things. You have to do things you don't want to do sometimes. But like within me, how do I describe this? It's like, you know how like cats will get on those running things and they'll run until they just like spin around? Like they're on it and they just spin around on it. You've seen those TikToks where the cats are running too fast. That's like my brain. Like I feel that in my brain and in my chest when I have to assemble like a furniture piece. It's like I'm that cat and I just want to run on the thing, but I have to sit here and make this, I don't know, this cardboard shelf. No, they have ones for cats too. I remember when I was 4 in Romania, Beyblades were very, very in among the boys, and My Little Pony was very in for the girls, and my family was so broke. I got a broken secondhand knockoff Beyblade and My Little Pony Pinkie Pie toy from McDonald's Toys. Hey, you got it though. You secured the bag. When Beyblade was really, really in the first time, I was at somebody's house and we were playing Beyblades and I let it rip, and I don't know what happened, but my finger touched it and it literally broke my thumbnail. It like split it down the middle. Mind you, it wasn't a defense type, it was an attack type, so it did the job. But I love Beyblades. I would love for Beyblades to come back. I was a Bakugan girl personally. Yeah, it was kind of traumatizing. I still remember the image in my head. I have a bit of a photographic memory for stuff like that, and I still fully remember what it looked like and felt like. Okay, so Drampols are here. This is like honestly the worst area ever. I would love for Beyblades to come back. I feel like Beyblades should honestly come back. What with all like the 2000s nostalgia and stuff. Beyblades would be so cool to come back. Beyblades and Furbies. I just did a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Tourneys as a kid and skipped Beyblade. Okay. We're going to try this again. We're going to keep doing this until Drampo's in a good spot. Oh, they're doing just fine? Okay, cool. I should do a sponsorship with Moon Shoes. Oh, no, I would never do that. I would only do a sponsorship with Moon Shoes if they let me do the sponsorship barefooted in the Moon Shoe. Because you're supposed to wear like shoes or socks with them, right? I want to do it barefooted. Say, hey, everybody, you like my Moon Shoes? That would be such a cursed sponsor. Childhood injuries are so weird because one time I tumbled down a flight of stairs and my body slammed into a heavy oak door and I was fine. Barefoot for free? No, it's a sponsorship. They'll be paying me a lot of money. Okay, this is the spot I want. Wait, can't I just do this? What's another childhood injury I had? When I learned how to ride a bike, my cousin and I, my grandma on my dad's side lives in a cul-de-sac, and my cousin and I, we were learning how to ride bikes. My cousin is younger than me by like 2 years, but he was way, way, way more athletic than I was. And I'm like pretty athletic. Like as a kid, I was pretty fast. I did really well in PE. I love running around. I love playing dodgeball. I would love to find a dodgeball league and do it as an adult. Like I love dodgeball. I get like cringy. That's how much I love dodgeball. Like I love dodging the balls. Like y'all know how I get with Pokemon. Imagine me like actually like in action. Like I get serious. I love that stuff. But he had learned how to ride a bike before I did. And then when I finally learned how to ride the bike, I would like go so fast around that cul-de-sac. It was so fun. We would just sit out there for hours, just spinning around in circles on our bikes. And I was trying to get back home and I didn't know how to brake right or something. And I was going too fast. And I hit the curb and my head hit the mailbox. I like went into the mail, like you know where mailboxes are. I like went into the curb and I hit the mailbox. And then I fell on my knee and I hurt my knee so bad that I had a scar for like 7 years. Like when they put like the alcohol or whatever on it, it like bubbled. Mind you, I was like 10 or 11 at the time. Like I feel like I'm kind of a late bloomer in some regards. Anyway.
I tried to change.
One time a gust of wind slammed a metal door shut and my thumb was caught directly in the crossfire and I completely assassinated my thumbnail. Whole thing fell off immediately. Do you have a thumbnail again or is it just gone now? Boys Town is filled with gays in matching dodgeball jerseys every summer, all summer. Oh my God, I'm going to join a dodgeball league. Oh, nice, Pickled. I only want to be on a team that is pink. Can I make my own dodgeball league? I'm a Capricorn. I can just make my own team, right? We have to all wear pink. When I was 8, I tripped over my brother's shoe and landed my face in the corner of a coffee table. Still have the scar. When I was a kid, like a toddler, like 2 or 3, I think like two maybe. My grandma was ironing something, and I was just like being a kid, blah 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 blah, and the iron was corded, and I got caught on the cord, and the iron, while hot, landed on my back. I still remember that. I remember the feeling of it. I remember my grandmother's reaction. I remember her picking me up. I remember her immediately taking care of me. Because my grandmother is a charge nurse. So she like immediately took care of me. I don't have a scar or anything. Like my grandmother, this is my Korean grandmother. She's a nurse. Or was a nurse. She's retired now. She was like so adamant about like making sure that I didn't scar, making sure like I was like always like happy and like not suffering. I don't know. I think it's because I was the first boy born like out of multiple generations. She spoiled me a lot. But she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That woman managed to prevent an iron scar from hitting my back. Like, thank you, Grandma. I have a bunch of scars now from like acne and like living, but at least she started me off well. One thing I can't stand is the burn. Ooh, when I worked in kitchens. Oh, when you work in a kitchen, because you have to wear gloves all the time. And you're like trying to get stuff and you accidentally touch something. Like when you work in a kitchen for a while, you can touch something and be like, oh, nope. And you can normally like not get a burn. You could literally touch fire and like not get a burn. And sometimes when you accidentally touch something and you hit it, like you grab it hard enough and you take it off, you just know that it's turning into a burn. You know it, but you have to go through the day still and you have to wear that glove, and then like the glove and like all of like your hand and everything, it's just like rubbing on it. And then if you have to put like a cutting glove on to the burn, oh my God. When I worked at a coffee shop when I was like 23, 24, I was like their only cook and their only like back of house person. I was doing the inventory. I was doing all of the cooking, the breakfast, the prep, everything. Like I was the leader of that kitchen. And we had baristas and stuff too and a manager, but I was head of the back of house. I was cutting an avocado once and I split my hand open, my thumb open. I bandaged that thing with so many Band-Aids. Nobody knew a thing. I cleaned it well. I cleaned the area well, got the bleach out, cleaned everything. Because you do blood pathogens, they will end a whole restaurant. I cleaned everything up. I bandaged that thing. That thing was oozing, gushing. Ooh, I had like 5 gloves on and I had... I had 5 gloves on and I had to like tighten it with a hairband because my hair was long at the time. And I just finished the day. And I don't think that that's what you should be doing, but I had to because I had bills to pay. What other injuries have I had? When I was 12, I was putting the lawnmower in my garage, and as I was closing the door, I got my fingers caught in the door, and it took my dad like 5 minutes to come out and help me. I had 8 fingernails just fall off. Oh my God. Hi, hamburgers. Welcome to the chat. When I was in middle school, there was this boy who would constantly talk about how he gave himself a 3rd-degree burn with microwaved Eggo waffle syrup, and I just don't think that happened. Hot sugar will ruin you, girl. It might have happened. What else have I got? And I'm trying to think of injuries. I've cut my hand open on a mango once. I'm a really I used to be really clumsy as a child. I would always knock my head into doorknobs. When I was tall enough to like at like doorknob level, I would always knock my head into doorknobs. Like I would like open a door and knock my head with it. Like my mom would get so mad at me because I would cry about it too. And she'd be like, dude, you keep doing this. Like, what's with the crying? Stop slamming the doorknob into your head. But that's like my disposition. I can be so like I can be, I'm like both completely aware and not aware at the same time. I'm like, I think that is Matero. I have a very impatient nature. Like I've become a lot more mature and I don't act out when I'm impatient. When I was a kid, I would get really frustrated. I wouldn't like throw fits or anything. Maybe when I was like toddler age. But like I learned very quickly that you're not supposed to act that way. You're just supposed to be patient. Like I learned patience is a virtue. But when left to my own devices, as a kid, I had tried to get in my room. And I opened the door because you know you're small, so you like kind of hold the door by like the door. And I'm just like, okay, let me go play with my toys. Boom. Next day, let me play with my toys. Boom. Eventually I learned, but I used to watch a show about people who got dumb injuries, and one episode was a guy who put a bunch of gummy bears in the oven and ate a spoonful and burned his tongue swollen, couldn't speak for a bit. I used to eat chopped wood as a kid. Got splinters in my mouth a bunch. Hey. What can you say? I have a red dot on one of my fingers. It's the smallest burn wound you could imagine. I have it because I let a soldering iron fall out of my hands and instinctively wanted to catch it. Ouch. Like red? Luca, like a red, like it's hot, like molten red. I'd roll down my stairs. Wait, you'd roll down the stairs? Is anyone here a glue eater? No, I wasn't into glue. Oh, like a very dark red spot? Dot? Like I would trip forward and just roll. Oh my God. I used to eat bingo chips as a kid. Well, y'all know that I used to chew up. I chewed up pens and pencils into my 20s. I don't do it anymore. Here's proof. Here's proof. Here's proof. I don't chew them anymore. I used to chew, girl. I like now that I'm like looking back on my life, I really wish that my mother took me to go get tested for like ADHD or something, because I think like I have to like constantly have like dopamine. Like I'm sitting in class just for me, it was anytime me and my family went out, I'd fall and slip. And the most recent one I can remember, I was like 11 and slipped on a napkin in an old Target Pizza Hut. Hi, Love is Kai. I hope the bus comes soon. Ooh, King, Tit King. There is nothing better than the number 2 pencil, biting it in the eraser part. That used to be my tea, girl. And then you couldn't erase anything. And I don't have the best handwriting, and I write really fast. Like sometimes I have to stop like this morning I had to stop myself and be like, slow down, because I'm like, get all my thoughts out, because I'm scared I'm going to forget my thoughts. And sometimes you make mistakes and you can't erase because you bit the eraser off. I liked making the indents on the wood too. I would do indents with each of my teeth and like look at the shape that my teeth made on the wood. Y'all don't understand the texture of the eraser. It's so I would be sitting in class not learning a thing, I think, just chewing on pencils. Y'all, the idea of sitting a child in a classroom and just letting them sit there and chew on pencils. In a past life, I was a beaver or a raccoon. I think I was a raccoon in a past life. like let's look. Here's yeah, see, normally pens like these are my worst ones because you see how it's like y'all see that focus? You see how it's like it's got the the top has like a separation in the color. Those are really bad for me because I want to, but I don't do it anymore. It's not good for your teeth and stuff. You can't do it. But it did take me a few decades to break the habit. I used to chew on my fingers a lot too. I don't do that anymore. I can confidently show my fingers. Honestly, the reason why I'm getting my nails done is because for the first time I'm not chewing on my fingers. And I was too nervous to go see somebody to like help me make my fingers look prettier because I kept chewing on them. I also think that I have like I think it comes from anxiety too. If we won't see that pen on next stream, I ate it. Oh, comment, I'll miss you too. Did anyone put hot glue on their skin and peel it like a face mask? No, but when I was a kid, my mom loved candles and I would sit there and I would dip my fingers, like all of them, into the candle. And she wanted me to stop because she was scared I was going to burn myself. But yes, I love putting them. You have these little wax nails. And it's like so fun because they harden and you're just like, I like to take them off and like preserve the shape and like collect them. It was smooth. My parents would never believe I had ADHD until I stopped smoking when I was 17. Then they realized fast. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry if I've given anybody the ick. I'm sorry if I've grossed anybody out. I'm sorry if I've made anybody think that I'm crazy. But these are my human truths. I don't do them anymore. I don't do it. I don't dip my hand. Well, I haven't dipped my hand in a wax for a while. That whole candle that I had burning, I didn't dip my hand into it. I didn't do it. I don't chew on pencils anymore. I'm trying to stop chewing on the inside of my mouth. But that one's been really, really hard for me to break. The way that I stopped chewing on pens is I just stopped writing. I stopped going to school. So I wasn't around pens a lot. And then I started journaling again. But now that I'm journaling again, I don't have the habit in me. And I stopped chewing on my fingers because I put clear nail polish on. So anytime I would like try to bite my nail or something, I would like taste the nail polish and be like, oh, I'm not supposed to do that. But it's hard to stop chewing the inside of my mouth. And like, I went to the dentist once and she was like, Diva, do you chew the inside of your mouth? Because your teeth are great, but like you have torn up the inside of your mouth. And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to stop, but it's so hard. Like sometimes I'll just be like caught, like when I'm editing, when I'm playing games, like they say like if you have a habit that you want to break that's like that, you have to like realize what setting that you're in order to stop putting yourself in that setting to keep repeating that behavior. But I can't like, I like don't notice it until I've done it for like 5 minutes straight. I'm getting better at it though, but I'm a lot more aware of it. I think that's like the first step is to like keep yourself aware of it. So I'm a lot more cognizant of it. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, Pickle, to clear nail polish, that'll help you. Just find any of them and just like you'll want to it won't look pretty because you're not a professional. Like when I did mine, it didn't look pretty. But you'll want to like clean the nail and then cut it. I would file it too just to make it even, because when you put like a shiny coat on it, it's just going to enhance like all the jagged edges and stuff. Unless you don't care. But it really helped me. The clear nail polish really helped me. My jaw stays clenched when I'm playing Overwatch and I have to stop. I can feel my jaw pop sometimes because of it. Ooh, girl, you got to stop. See, it makes me feel better to know that people have like these little things that they do. I don't grind my teeth when I sleep, thankfully. I used to, but I don't anymore. Bye, welcome to the dollhouse. Thank you for hanging out and thank you so much. All the good wishes I think are kind of going to manifest a really good trip for me, so I really appreciate it. I used to fall off my bed in my sleep and wake up on the floor. Well, Jelly, as a sleep apnea queen myself, I don't have the luxury of sleeping that deep. I'm imagining you just boom. This is Jelly. Oh, don't worry. Jelly's just fell on the floor. They'll wake up in the morning. They'll be fine. Like you just hear it in the other room. I'm a tongue chewer. My right side is so messed up when I lock in for any game. Whoa, Osoft tongue chewing. I had a teacher who was a tongue chewer. She chewed both sides of her tongue. I noticed it because I like to watch people. It was like my first grade teacher. How do you chew your tongue? There's a lot of ways to chew a tongue. Let's say that. When I was on a school trip, someone fell off their bed at night and they had a concussion. When I was in school, we had these huge, like, they were like grand wooden, old, like built in the 70s, old, probably 60s, old swing sets. They were like big wooden swing sets. And the swings were so long, you could get so high on them. And being children in the 90s and early 2000s, we liked to twist up the swings. We have a shiny, by the way. I'm going to catch it in a second. We like to twist up the swings and then like spin around, right? I liked to twist up the swing and swing at the same time. I like to get a little bit of like a go. And then every time you get to like some slack, you kind of move your body a bit and twist it. And that way you're like swinging side to side and swinging really high. I was going so hard one time in first grade. I remember this moment too. I don't remember anything but before and after. I was swinging so hard that my head hit the wooden, like, it was like a telephone pole. Like these things were so big. Swinging, and then as I'm swinging, my head hits the wooden pole and I fall out. And I wake up and my teacher, this is the teacher that chews her tongue. This is probably why she chews her tongue. She said, if you feel sleepy, do not close your eyes. Girl, I was like, okay, should we get this in a fast? I'm going to get this in a luxury ball too. I trusted her. I was like, I don't want to die. I thought that I was going to die. And she said, don't close your eyes. Oh, we haven't had music playing. My bad. I'll get some music playing in a second. If I died on a swing set, girl. Could you? I can't imagine that. That is so crazy. What other injuries have I had? I hurt my knee in dance practice once. They were trying to make us do this stunt where we jumped over a chair. But I hit my growth spurt in like... oh, I got a grandpa. Nice. Yeah. I hit my growth spurt like 8th grade. I stayed very short until about 8th grade. And then 8th grade, I like ballooned up to like 5'8", and then I just stayed there. I think I was malnourished or something. I probably could have hit my dad is like 6 feet, so like I could have hit 6 feet. My mom's also like 5'2", so I guess I'm in the middle. Shiny Journey Paw is so cool. But I was in dance practice and they had us doing this thing where we had these fold out chairs and they wanted us to jump over them. I was like, I'm too short to do that. I can't jump over them. So I tried and I like fell and like landed like right on my knee, and it hurt for so long, but it feels better now. I've never had a bruise that left a scar, no. I remember in kindergarten when I was standing in front of a rock climbing wall during recess, and this kid I kind of knew pushed me since I was taking so long, and I ended up hitting my head. Oh. My weirdest quirk was mouthing the last word or sentence I just said. My sister would hit me in the mouth every time until I stopped. Well, I mean, like, why would you do that? Was there a reason why you did that? Because that's like me saying, hi, everyone. How was your day? I'm going to catch some shiny Pokemon. It was a tick, it was unconscious. Oh, okay. That is so specific. Like, I kind of want to pick that up and do like a thought experiment, a social experiment. Your sister hitting you in the mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing with those fireman pole things and knocked the wind out of my lungs. I stayed laying down on the park chips for a hot minute. I was on a zoo field trip and there was a bouncy bridge over the rhino exhibit, and a bigger kid jumped and made me lose my balance, and it tore up my knee so bad. Oh my God. My brother would throw me into a wall if I talked to the TV too much. We used to share a room, and he was 6 years older than me. Now that ain't right. You need to confront him now and be like, dude, you need to say sorry to my inner child for throwing me into a wall. A lot. I don't mean to laugh, sorry. Now I'm paranoid it's desynchronized. I once hit a railroad sign on a field trip because I was trying to limbo under it, and it came up and it smacked my forehead. I once fell off a swing and could not breathe for a minute. I thought I was dying and literally fell on my back after taking some steps. Oh. My niece would write words in the air with his finger before saying them. I thought it was cute. Oh, that's fun. Cute. What if you like meet someone new and you're like, hi. Not an injury, but I was a demon child for real. On the last day before summer, they would get a bounce house and I followed the power cord and unplugs it and the people in it because my friend dared me to. Comet. Oh, Comet. That is like some like Chucky type of stuff. My worst injury was running after a city bus with a big bag full of Taco Bell and tripping and falling in front of the bus, and it drove away, and I was left there with a fractured knee and a Baja Blast all over me. Well, there you go, Tark. Bye, Evan. Thank you for hanging out. I was walking my dog in elementary school. She's rambunctious and loved people and would chase them down every time she saw them. Well, she saw someone and I was gone with the wind. You were in so much trouble. Well, I'm glad no one got hurt. Cause like, could you imagine being in the bouncy house and you start realizing that it's deflating and there's a bunch of people in there? Get out! Get out! Get out! It's deflating! It's deflating! Enjoy your canes, Ratty. Willow, I've never broken any bones. Somebody asked me earlier if I've broken bones. I've never broken bones. I've got strong bones. There's many times where I could have broken a bone, but I've never broken a bone. What's Sharpedo look like? Do I have a Sharpedo? It's purple. It's purple. Can we get one more hunt? Do I have a dark? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna reset. I'm just gonna use what I have. I've been waiting for like an electric type to like jump out at me because I have so many electric donuts. She's purple. Okay. A few months ago, I was babysitting for my sister and we were playing basketball in the garage. I went to go get the ball because it rolled out, but I hit my head on the garage door and landed flat on my back. My 15-year-old niece was the only one to see it happen, and she literally said, "Diva, no, get up." And I've never laughed harder after getting injured. She said, "No, don't do that. Get up." No, Diva. No, Diva. Reset. Okay, Sharpedo, we can get that because we have water. I wonder if Ekans is a cute shiny. Did you know that Ekans is snake spelled backwards? That's the nest ball. Oh, if only I had a friend ball. Oh, if only I had a friend ball. What's Arbok look like? Luxury ball. It is a luxurious Thursdays. Luxurious Thursdays. Yeah, we're gonna go for this one. Not sure if there's validity to this, but if you break a bone, the spiritual meaning is needing to learn a lesson around that part of your life. So you haven't broken any bones, you've learned many lessons from past lives. I fell asleep. You're not supposed to fall asleep when you do it. I found it and I need to do it. I'm gonna look it up right now. Now this could just be hogwash, but I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. Some girl, the thing is, the reason why I say it's some girl on TikTok is because she posted a picture of somebody who looked famous, like from like the 1800s. She's like, I think that was me in a past life. I'm like, girl, okay. Yeah. And in a past life, I was, y'all know what I'm saying, but I still listened to what she had to say. I was like, so how did you figure out who you were in a past life? And she was talking about Brian Weiss. Past life regression session, full no ads TikTok video. I found it. You can find it. Brian Weiss, WEISS, past life regression session. It's a 36-minute session where you're supposed to not fall asleep, and it's going to hypnotize you to figure out what your past life is or multiple past lives. That sounds fun. I was like, yes. I wouldn't willingly participate, but remember as a kid would play a game where people were on the swing and they would run between the avenues of the swings. If you get hit, you lose. That is, no. Kids used to do that where I was too, and I did not do that. I haven't gotten a shiny Purloin yet, no. She said I looked cunty the other day and I hit her with the, are you know, or do you have gay friends? And she was like, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of, it's interesting, like meeting baby queers now, because like I feel like even in your 20s you can be a baby queer. It's just kind of like when you start the journey, right? But like younger baby queers, I feel like a very maternal nature over them. I'm like, are you drinking your water? Are you at least listening to happy music and not just Lana Del Rey? You can't just listen to Lana Del Rey. I like Lana Del Rey too, but you can't only listen to her. You're gonna get depressed. Like, that's how I get. Any Dua Lipa. And if they start naming bands that I don't know and all the art is like grungy and like filtered, I'm like, oh, it's too late. They're depressed. It's already hit them. Can't do anything now. How do I get down there? Oh, there's a ladder. I see some other stories. I'm going to read them in a second. Let me get into here. Growing up, hi Breb, I lived on a dead-end street and at the end was a massive wheat field. Well, me, my sister, my friend, and his sister were running around play fighting with different tools as weapons, and we ran into a field and flopped on our backs. Well, when I flopped down, the shovel I had in my hand slammed into my friend's sister's face and completely chipped one of her teeth, and her mouth was swollen for weeks. Arbach Cobra. Thank you, Serpy. One time in 8th grade, I was walking up our stage to MC assembly. I fell and broke my arm in front of the whole school. But I didn't let anyone know I went through that whole assembly because I wanted my time on stage. Fully emceeing the assembly, arm at the elbow, touching the shoulder in the spotlight. I've only broken my arm once. In the first year of college, I was doing hurdles on the balls in Target, like your knee dance practice story, but I landed on my left hand and it pushed my arm bone up. Woo! One bone injury I had was I bruised my wrist. I don't even know if that was bones. But when I worked in the first job that really, really challenged me in a kitchen, that kind of like threw me into hot water, was I was working at a college, and they literally just handed me a piece of paper and they were like, figure it out, like a recipe list. And I was like, oh, okay. And I used to work so hard and fast there that I would not really be very safe. And maybe that was a learning lesson that I had to have, is about patience. See, learning lessons. And the thing that I had to learn was when you take hot things out, use proper mittens and also use both hands. I used to try to like double hand things. Like I would have like literally like this big of like a tray of like bread or like meat or something, and I would just grab it with one hand at the very end, so all the weight would like pull on my wrist. Well, I grabbed it one time and I literally like pulled my wrist so far down that I could not move it like at a full range of motion for like 6 months. And because of that, I did it to my left hand too, because I couldn't use my right hand anymore. So I had 2 wrists that I couldn't move. That was scary because I was like, did I just ruin my wrist forever? I tried that once, and apparently my past life was a dinosaur accompanied by a man. Maybe I predicted Pokemon Scarlet. Hi, Ninis. Have you seen the Kakegurui memes? What do you think of the anime? I love Kakegurui. I used to be so obsessed with Kakegurui. I don't know if it's still going. Gamburu. I love, that's like 2026 has started off with a bang if we have the Kakegurui soundbite. I love it. Every time I see it, I'm like, yes. Some people need to go a little bit harder on the lip sync though. I see some people trying to be cute, or some people see around here, we're good at lip syncing because all of us have seen at least 10 episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race. So it's like that's how we lip sync on TikTok. Some people don't really lip sync that well, and they wanna like be cute and be part of the meme. I'm like, if you're gonna do sa kakegurui masho, because she says kakegurui, it's not kakeguri, it's kakegurui masho. You have to make sure that the audience can see it all. I don't want to see. No, I want to see every single word, and it really bugs me. Really bugs me when they do it in slow motion. Or they do it like, no. When they do it the sped up version, because TikTok will play it slower, which means that you can actually sound out every single word. So, but I do like the Kakegurui masho. Phaun's TikTok race. Who's a TikToker? I don't even really know TikTokers. I have like niche TikTokers that I follow and like, but like who's like 2 famous TikTokers? If you could pick one Pokemon to represent your vibe, which one would you pick? I'd pick Beware. Oh, I would pick. I honestly think Shiny Jumpluff matches my vibe a lot. Okay, let's see how we get these Ekans to despawn. If I go over here, okay, I think they despawn there. Vanilla Mace. Yes. Vanilla Mace. In today's challenge, you failed to the lip sync right. I couldn't read those words. Who's another famous TikToker? Jeffree Star. It seems as though you were too distracted begging for tips on live instead of posting your daily content. I'm kidding. Jeffree Star is still really, really rich. Honestly, selling on TikTok Shop is actually really lucrative. And I think some people don't know how lucrative TikTok lives and shops can be. I personally don't do it because I'm not into it. I like doing my gaming lives, and every now and then I do like a little live. I like talking to people, but like TikTok lives, if you actually do it full time and you have like some momentum and like you have a talent for it, really, for engaging in that type of medium, you can make a lot of money. I often see people being like, oh, so-and-so is begging for gifts on live. And I'm like, they make a lot of money. Those galaxies. Yeah. Jahara Jade. Right now, I'm in a state of mind. And I have no more tears to cry. Because when you saw Gardevoir, you cried enough for me. Congratulations. You've gotten yourself 1,000 more TikTok followers. The concept of being on TikTok and having a random person give you 1,000 in animation of a galaxy. I tried to follow her, but she's got like 500,000 on Instagram. I'm just a little pink thing on her feed. I'll see. Don't worry. I'll see her. She's definitely getting invited to the Pokemon Championship because she has a lot of reach and she's very, very visible. Because I see her going viral all the time for Legends. So she'll definitely be there. So when I get invited to as the niche queer creator, they'll I'll say where's Jahara? I have to say hi to her. I'll just make like one little video saying, hi, it's me with Jahara Jade. This is for the fans. And that'll be it. I'm kidding. I make dark jokes sometimes. I shouldn't say those things because I don't like saying stuff like that because then it sort of like diminishes my actual value as a human. Even though I'm joking about it, like still like categorizing myself that way kind of diminishes what I actually provide. So in 2026, I'm trying to speak more positively about myself, but it is kind of funny. Hi from my first time at In-N-Out. 7 out of 10. Ooh. Matt, so I want to say this. I shared this on Instagram. It was make your own girly pop team. And I like did the circles and things. And I saw how many people used it. And I said, I'm not trying to say like, I'm just saying that I did that. I didn't make that, but I did that. I did a lot of it. I'm not going to say I did it all, but I did a lot of it. I was like, that's tea. I like that. I like seeing it be a normal conversation because that means that like we're normalizing it, you know? That means Generation 10, all the Pokemon are going to be... Generation 10's trailer is going to look like a RuPaul's Drag Race promo. I hope that's the case. I hope RuPaul's going to be like, 30 years, 30 slays, 30 gags. Welcome to Pokemon Generation 10. And it's just like all the Pokemon just. I was so gagged when it's mainly filled with reality TV gays gagging each other, and then boom, girly Papalola. Oh my goodness! Thank y'all so much for the support. No, really, because y'all boost me up so much. So yeah, I need to play music. I'm just having a good time talking to y'all today. And then I vomited. Oh, I want to be on Kelly Mansell's podcast. People ask me about that. I want to be on Kelly Mansell's podcast because Kelly Mansell gets into K-pop. She loves aespa. I want to talk to Kelly Mansell about K-pop, and I want to I feel like Kelly Mansell would really love Gen 2 K-pop. Like AOA, Tiara, like Tiara, like she would love like the cunty like Gen 2 K-pop. I am so for real when I say that you will be. Thank you. Thank you, Jellyra, for all the support for 2 whole years. Thank you so much. I'm really happy with what I have now. Like, one of the reasons why I was so emotional this morning was like, I'm like, dude, I'm living my dream. Like like it's the first time in a long time where I wake up feeling happy to feel. Like, I'm feeling a lot of emotions and feeling very complex emotions, as we all do every day, you know? But I feel so much gratitude to, like, have it. Like, I'm, like, so happy to feel nervous about things or feel happy about things or even feel, like, sad about things. And it's because I'm living a life that's, like, really so true to me. So I'm really happy with what I have. I'm happy. Those will be my final words as they'll find me in Chicago like this. And I'll be frozen solid. In front of the bean. You're worried about my flight? They didn't cancel it yet. Girl, if they cancel my flight, I'm gonna crash out. Green curry Thai chicken. I want a little bit of extra rice. I like to have a little bit of extra rice because I like to eat the meat and stuff inside of it first. But I don't like to like eat it like soup. I like to put the rice in and soak it. Like, I love to eat all the meat out of the sauce. Anything. Curry, bulgogi, anything that has like a sauce. Give me an extra thing of rice. When I go to the ramen place, I get an extra side of rice because I'm going to eat all the meat out and then I'm going to dump the rice in. And then I have the rice with it. Would you ever do a tier list of GPL contestants and focus on their narrative/cultural impact? If somebody can put together a comprehensive list of every single competitor in the girly pop block and their placement, maybe. And that means that you have to go find season 1 because I don't have it. If you're freezing in Chinatown, get you some hot pot at Happy Lab. Y'all want to see my food list? I know it's in the I know it's in the Discord, but I don't have like the original footage. That one's like very cut up. We don't have like the raw footage. So for food, I have I'm sitting here acting like I have a plan. I obviously don't. Coconut shrimp, pink drink, donuts, Auntie Anne's, snacks, hot sauce, grilled cheese, French toast, mac and cheese, pancakes, deep dish pizza. Then I have Sugar Daddy and Happy Lab. I didn't even put Korean on there. And like, that's one of the first things I'm going to do. Mabunta's cravings. Some random straight guys has every single second of that GPL season 1 in chronological order. No, that's me on my TikTok. And then Kizzy put it together in a channel. Well, I tried Jollibee. Is Jollibee in Chicago? I've never had Jollibee. Dino. You know, Dino, I'm not on that app. But I was thinking of doing for the Patreon. No, I can't. This is a really saucy idea. I'm going to let this idea out for anybody else who might want to try it.
I'm from Chicago.
I call it the grid review, where you make a fresh profile and you just open up the app and stay live, and then you talk with your girls about the messages you get. Messy. Now you have to be respectful of people's privacy. You have to give them names. Don't show anybody's faces. Don't show any pictures at all. No pictures. But you can talk about it. Yeah, I have to do Jollibee. Yeah, don't dox people, because that is when you're talking to people in certain places, there is a certain expected level of confidentiality. Jollibee. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Dumplings at Hing Ki in Chinatown is a must. Oh my God. Okay. Jollibee spaghetti. Cat size special. Oh my God. Hi everybody, welcome to my mukbang. My first time trying Jollibee. I got the Jollibee spaghetti with the cat size special. I used to think Jujubee was named after the restaurant chain Jujubee. You know, I get Jubilee and Jollibee mixed up. Whenever I'm reading something sometimes and they're like, oh my goodness, Jubilee did it again. I'm like, what did they do? And then I remember. Diego, I have my little laptop. Maybe because I have all that time and it's going to be negative 13 degrees and I can't go outside. I'll be stuck in the airport. I can finally fire up that Patreon. The concept of Jujubee eating Jollibee on Jubilee. That would really smack for the queer community. If just for like Pride Month, if they wanted to like rainbow wash real quick and give Jujubee some real good coins. That's the one thing about rainbow washing, is if the queens and the dolls are getting like real money. Okay, rainbow wash. Cause I want my community to have money, you know? So let's say theoretically, Jubilee wants to rainbow wash this year. Hire Jujubee and just do like a 15-second TikTok. Hi, I'm Jujubee, and here I have Jollibee. I'll be eating it on Jubilee this Friday. Join me. That would become a viral sensation. I tried getting Jollibee when I visited Chicago for the Blackpink concert, and there was a line out the door. That's because of the blinks, Ronnie. Yes. That's because of the blinks. If there's one thing a K-pop concert is going to do, is that all of like Chinatown is going to be up in sales. I hate to ask again, but do you remember the musical theater mechanic in Pokemon White? We tried it last night, and I saw a flash of you and I doing a duet of You Love Who You Love from Bonnie and Clyde. Pokemon White. The music has not been playing. Y'all, I am so sorry. This has been a silent stream. That means that the conversations have been rich. Pokemon White musical theater OST. I don't remember this. Yes, damsel. When I get that money to start going into the studio, I'm gonna fly you out. And we're gonna do musical theater Pokemon Black and White music OST cover. featuring Phaun X Damsel. Okay, one more reset on this Ekans. Actually, we'll keep going for a bit more. I know we're over time, but we'll keep going for a bit more. I'm from a small island off the east coast of Canada, so I don't have all the fancy restaurants or cities. I have to drive an hour and a half for McDonald's, so hearing everyone talk about these food places, I get so hungry and try all the good places for me. Electra, if it makes you feel better, I kind of don't eat a lot of fast food. And in the area that I'm in, it's kind of hard to get to the place. It's just like inconvenient. But because I'm going to be, there, I want to like live up the city life. I want to live up the conveniences and all that. So I will, for you. When I went to Chicago last year, I didn't know Blackpink performed the day I landed. I saw so many Blackpink t-shirts. I was like, wow, Chicago really loves Blackpink. Phaun freestyle over this. I don't know if you can freestyle. I need a beat. Is there like percussion? I'm not going to embarrass myself that much. I've already done it enough. Have I been to any K-pop concerts? No, I haven't. I've only been to one concert. It was Beyonce during the Lemonade era. 2016. 2016. No, it wasn't Lemonade. It was Beyonce, self-titled. It was before that. It was raining and she did the chair dance. She did the chair dance and she came out and she said, everybody, I'm so sorry. It's raining. This stage is so dangerous. We're going to do a shorter set and then let everybody go. And I said, okay, Beyonce. I didn't get to see Lemonade live. You're seeing Ray this Tuesday? That's cool. But I did get to see Beyonce do the chair dance from the self-titled album. Take all of me. I just want to be the girl you like. In the rain. Oh my God. That was something in that changed me. It was like her Virgo energy is just. And ever since then, I was like, that's pop culture. Wait a minute. I said.
Pop culture icon.
That's what I said. Diego, thank you for the 6 months in advance. Thank you so much, Diego. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I noticed that the straight guys noticed Sophie and now they're being weird. Mind you, they're discovering a song from like almost 10 years ago, but hey, here we go. I'm Not Gonna Sit Around and Spell Words is Phaun's new album featuring Ice Spice, Cat's Eye, and Now Nyx, produced by Paradise. With tracks ranging from pop to alt grunge to ambient southern gothic, with lead singles featuring Damselfly of Twitch.tv, live from the Astral Express. Just came from listening to Trixie's story about how she was transported on a forklift on a pallet when she performed at Fire Island. Yeah, so apparently straight people have discovered Sophie. One, like, little suburban teenage boy I don't know. He looked like he was like 15, like just trying to like look cute on TikTok, dancing around. He said hashtag house music. I wish that this song was longer. And it was a TikTok audio of one of Sophie's songs. And everyone was like, oh my God, this song is longer. Ice Spice and I are Capricorns. I honestly feel like me and Ice Spice would get along a lot. Something about her energy. If you don't like country, I wouldn't listen to it. Cowboy Carter is very much like a sort of... Cowboy Carter is honestly probably Beyonce's nerdiest album. It's a really beautiful album, but if you don't like country and you don't really get like country or like Southern references, it's probably not going to resonate. Phaun Gibson's Italia in Chica Limpos apparently had tiramisu 2 for $12. Gibson's Italia. You can't forget the tiramisu. Y'all, I have a lot of food on this list. I'm only going to be there a week. I'm going to get really sick. If you could up, down, left, right, BA start, would you eat a 10-pound of tiramisu? I don't need a cheat code for that. I don't need a cheat code for that one, Diva. I could do that now. Well, I was planning on power walking all over Chicago, but it's going, I'm going to be slipping and sliding. Oh, I wish I could show y'all things. I have so many things packed up. I have these cute boots. Oh my goodness. Imagine the cultural reset if Phaun drops a mukbang with tiramisu with no context. I could definitely do that because I have y'all who are going to see it and get the joke. That's the fun thing about this sort of phase that I'm in as a creator. I'm like no longer like grinding for a community. I have one now. So now I get to have fun and like make jokes with y'all. Like I feel like that's why the Alola GPL, people are like talking about it a little bit more. The first one grew much slower, but this one is like, I mean, it's the best video I've posted in a while, but I haven't posted a lot of videos because I've been working on that. But a lot of like the fun of it that I'm learning, and I didn't go into this knowing this, like my planning went as far as to trying to get to this point. And now that I'm here, I'm like, oh, okay. But a lot of the fun is like what we do together. Are you going to wear Collark's green pants to Chicago? Honestly, I want to get a bunch of new pants. Not a bunch. I want to get a few new pants. I want to get some jeans that I feel really like hot in. I have these jeans and they're fine, but I want a different fit. Yeah, and I'm going to push. Thank you, Serpy. Okay. I don't think Ekans wants to be caught. But we did get, so what were our catches? Drampa, another Pumpkaboo, and lamp. So even though I'm going to be cold, I'm warmed by Lampent. And while the winter has killed all of the vegetation, Pumpkaboo shows that Mother Nature still holds life. And Drampa, the wise dragon, is the type of energy that I will have as I weather the frostbitten storms of Chicago. Limpos. That's it. Yeah, let's evolve Lampent. We'll evolve Lampent. I guess we'll evolve that Pumpkaboo too, because we already have one. So we'll evolve it, and then we'll be done. I love Drampa. Sam is playing Pokemon. The ghosts of Miss Green Screen. Oh my goodness, y'all. I just got a wave of like, ooh. I've been anticipating this moment. I said like after I get off of stream, I'm gonna like take my, I don't have any makeup on, but I'm gonna like do my final packing and just like get ready. Cause I fly out at 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh, now I'm getting nervous. Ooh, let's evolve Pokemon. I'm so excited for my trip. I love going on trips. Does anyone here like going on trips? I actually really like Lampent's color here. I kind of prefer this sort of color scheme, but I want an evolved one, so. Wait, you can't evolve Pumpkaboo, right? I don't feel like trading. I'm so lazy. I don't like trading. Pumpkaboo. You're going to Greece in June? Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a trade. Okay, we won't do that. We'll evolve Lampent then. Duskstone, thank you. Because you knew I was about to go feed her a bunch of candies and be like, why isn't she evolving? Sometimes think about how I sent Phaun a friend request on Switch when we used to do Smash Bros back in the day, and I am still on the approval list to this day. Wait, what? One day what? Have I forgotten something? Please tell me. What? What list? What list? Wait, have I not accepted your friend request? Damsel, I thought... Damsel, I swear I've added you... I don't see it. You have to add me here. I'm sorry, damsel. I try to accept people's friend requests. Like sometimes when I'm playing stuff, I'll like open up my friend request and just press accept, accept, accept. I didn't know. I didn't mean to decline it. No, you have to add me.
How many people were scared? Me too.
Here, at the end of the VOD, I'll put my friend code up so y'all can add me. There. Just come to the VOD later. You don't have to do it now. Oh my God. Okay, let's say bye to the VOD girlies. That's not true, Ellen. I like to think that that was the moment that canceled the show. That's not true, Ellen. Okay, VOD girlies, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. Let's look at our babies. Drampaw says, thank you so much. Pumpkaboo says, thank you so much. And Chandelure says, thank you so much. Thank you, VOD girlies. Have a good one. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Oh, I'm gonna miss y'all. I'm gonna miss y'all. Bye.